The Collateral Damage Sports Network overlays can take your broadcast to the next level. Whether you want to kick off the show with our all-new infographics or wrap it up with our Race Results 2.0 with podium and superlatives. In the race, dive in to see who got on and off pit road the fastest, and then use our head-to-head plug-in package to know exactly when your driver will catch the leader. For your onboard cameras, you've got to have the tower telemetry. Then for the rest of your broadcast, keep up with all the action with alerts for penalties, off-tracks, and other events, stage break grids, alternative leaderboards, special event plugins like the Indy 500 qualifying, and more to keep your audience plugged into your stream, whether it's rolling grids and podiums, performance breakdowns by car, club, class, and team, or even pulling your Sim Racer hub standings automatically. Join these elite broadcast partners and find your next broadcast upgrade at collateraldamagesportsnetwork.com.
Sun's going down and the rig is on. iRacing is where I belong. Discord's lit and the drivers are here. This is GEC, there's no room for fear. Green flag drops and the engines roar. 40 cars and we all want more. Mash the gases, we're on the line. Forward and we're feeling fine. Drifting close in a slipstream dance. Taking the corners in a high-speed trance. Side by side in this GEC league, there's nowhere to
Welcome, race fans, to Talladega here on Tuesday night with the Collateral Damage Sports Network Truck Series on the GEC Racing League YouTube channel. We're here for race 12, second one of our 5-race playoffs, to see what everyone can do here at the biggest, the longest, the widest, the fastest track in NASCAR. It's Talladega. 2 2.3 miles all the way around this mecca to auto racing. We're about ready to wrap up qualifying. I'm Shane Cochran. Up in the booth with me, as always, is Lee Kiernan and race control, Dusty Haynes. How are you all doing tonight?
Doing great. As we were just chatting just before we came online, it'll be interesting to see whether the guys and girl take it easy to start this off, or whether they're really aggressive right from the start.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. So it's hot as always. We've been running the heat up this season. 80 degrees in the air, 119 on the track. As always, drivers have 1 fast repair, 4 additional tire sets, and 65% fuel. And then we're going to have that 1 green-white checker in our pocket if we need it. Drivers have just completed qualifying, and we've got a lot of stats and history to discuss. Let's see if we can get it all going. So let's start off with our ones to watch in the race, and there's a couple here, so see if we can get this to refresh on us. Oh my gosh.
Well, while that's coming up, I mentioned that guys and girls, the girl in the field is Jessica, and she went and slammed it on pole. So we see Jessica on pole here today.
Yeah, so there we go. We've got our graphic look working now. So we want to call out, we have a lot of experience here in this race. and a lot of victories here in the past. So Joe Barrow is the most experienced GEC driver here at Talladega. 15 starts and 2 victories. Then Jamie Griffin in the 5 truck. He has 14 starts and a victory here, but it is Jess Childs with 12 starts but 3 wins, the winningest driver in GEC here at Talladega. And then also with 11 starts, David Culleton, always a threat on the drafting plate tracks, whatever you want to call them, Talladega, Daytona, and Atlanta. So watch these 4 drivers. They just simply have the experience of driving in this league on this track, and 6 victories between them. So it's going to be exciting to watch what those drivers can do in the field tonight, guys.
Yeah, awesome to see Jessica out there tonight, and awesome to see her put it on pole.
That's right. So not only does she have the most wins in the field, she's going to be starting on pole with Carson Freeman joining her on the front row. Then Max Dinda and Scott Prim in row 2. Cody McCormick and Bo Smith in row 3. And it's Knox Thompson and Dakota DeRemus in row 4. Keegan Shelton and Joe Barrow in row 5. Johnny Jones Jr. and Coleman Chapman in row 6. Walt Sahidak and Zane Woods in row 7. David Culleton and Jamie Griffin back in row 8. Robert Weibel and Marshall Taylor in row 9. Matthew Taylor and Kenny Most, row 10. There's Josh Ryder and Stephen Hayes in row 11. Then Daniel Green and Ryan Elzey back in row 12. Brandon Saraki and Jonah Seawright in row 13. Now we do have a few more drivers here on the starting grid list that did not make the race. Dylan Barris, Damon Pacheco, Andrew Clue, and Nathan Anderson. I know Clue was in the Discord saying he had a power outage that might keep him out of the race tonight, but we'll keep an eye on that 47 truck. He can get joined up here before it's too late. As the drivers are coming out of turn 4 onto this giant Talladega tri-oval, we're going to watch that pace truck hit pit road here and get started for 100 laps. Longest race by mileage of the season here with the CDSN Truck Series on the GEC Racing League YouTube channel. Pace truck is in.
That looks like a nice shape with all the trucks there right now.
And the green flag is out. We're racing here at Talladega.
Yeah, awesome even start. Highline looks to be in a line a little nicer than the bottom line at the moment.
Now, this is going to be a test of a driver's patience. Long race here. 100 laps at Talladega don't sound that long, but they are going to take quite a bit. Your right foot's going to be numb. I know that.
Yep, certainly is. Just from the shape already, it looks like everyone's giving some, there's some good give and take going on out there at the moment.
And it's still Freeman and Childs leading the way. A couple drivers already thinking about going 3 wide. Think better of doing that. You know, it is, Lee, I don't know if you've been keeping up with social media today, but it is August 18th. 8/18 has been dubbed Kyle Busch Day by the NASCAR community, it seems like. We do have a couple drivers in the field rocking some tribute schemes. That first one is right there, that 54. It's Cody McCormick running that green M&M scheme.
And another M&M scheme a little bit further back on the 39.
It's Thompson.
Yeah.
And then also, I think his teammate there, Keegan Shelton, rocking that Hendrick Cars.com style paint scheme that Kyle got his last victory in earlier this year.
This looks very green to me. So if you don't have teammates, as you said in the drivers' meeting, you better find a good partner. As the inside lane stacks up a little bit there.
I'll tell you that from firsthand experience as a driver that races solo. This is the kind of race where that hurts me the most, and also presents a lot of opportunities for double crossing. Back in the day, it used to be Caleb Ellswick and I would have a handshake partnership to pit together here at Talladega and help each other out until he said, "I'm pitting this lap." I went down pit lane and he didn't. So we stopped working together from there.
Sneaky. Always get it in writing.
Shout out to Ellswick and the IT and Out boys. Used to race with us a couple seasons ago, have now moved on and doing
We
some
miss
other
you
things.
guys.
I'm not sure what we got going on
What?
right here. Race Control might need to have a chat with these boys.
Yeah,
And
no, they got
girl.
a little bit out of shape, so they took it easy coming back in. They were actually doing the right thing, I think, rather than just coming back into line. That high line's running really nice. Jessica's controlling. Is that Jessica up
No,
front
I
there?
think
Sorry,
Jessica's
it's
dropped
Freeman.
back a bit.
Yeah.
I have a feeling maybe they just didn't feel safe up front at this time.
Yeah, I think one of them got a little squirrely, and the other one was right behind him. That inside lane starting to reform now with Chapman.
Uh-oh, there's a couple in the soccer hole.
Yeah. So who are we going to pick tonight, Shane?
It's the loaded gun.
You know, I got to go with the stats. I don't know if I like the most wins or the most starts. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Jess. She just, her record, she's had 12 races and won a quarter of them. So you got a 25% chance there with that 28 truck.
How about you, Dusty?
I refuse to participate and give the bad juju curse of the broadcasters. I'm not going to do that to nobody.
Yeah, I'm not even
I
going to
know
mention
who
his
I'm rooting
name.
for, but I'm not rooting.
I'm not mentioning
yeah.
his name. I'm actually
Nope.
going to mention somebody else, and that
Oh, you
is.
learned your lesson, eh?
I'm going to go for yep. So I wonder I didn't get a message from me. As a matter of fact, I think I did. I'm going to go for Chapman today, and it's not because he's hit the front,
Oh!
but I think he's got a good chance to win this. That was a pretty aggressive move with a block on the top line.
Whew.
Hopefully, race control. Hopefully, race control will take it easy on him.
Nothing more fun than talking about race control when he's in the room.
I know.
Well, if I miss something, because if I miss something, you guys will be like, "Hey, what's this about?" So then I got to go look. And
Yeah, so that
I
is
appreciate the help. I do.
Lee's pick to the lead. So our picks tonight going to be Jess Childs, Coleman, Chapman, and the YouTube live chat. First one I heard was there for Brandon Saraki with Sriracha Motorsports.
Yeah, and also Let's Go Jess by Brandon.
Seven laps in, we've seen a couple, let's see, we'll call them clenching moments. But otherwise,
laps
everyone
in?
being really smart.
There's gonna be moments like that on super speedways, though. As much as I hate to admit it. Oh, he's getting left out to dry.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to keep up with, but the teams are going to matter here. So there are a couple teams with multiple drivers. Let's see if we can get a look at our team rosters here tonight. Got GTCR.
Oh.
Take
78
the words out of
Burrows
my
in
mouth.
a
Oh,
horrible spot there right now.
get digging, get digging, get digging. Come on, get out of there.
These trucks are moving around a bit.
Keeping it safe. All right, back to what we were saying about teams. You've got GTCR Motorsports, 4 drivers in the field. Dirty South with 3. STR with 3. Then JWR, H&R a little further back. They both have 3 drivers on the team. Stitley Motorsports with 2 and Fifth Gear with 3 as well. And then a couple single car teams back in the pack. So as everyone gets spaced out and they start thinking about pitting, you're going to see those teammates come together as now a group of drivers have broken off from the main pack, trying to single file it up to catch up with that front group.
Yeah, this front group looks pretty aggressive. They're not taking it easy on each other.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if something happens here soon.
This backpack seems to be splitting up into 2 lanes now, so they're going to be racing each other instead of trying to catch that lead pack. I don't know how I'd feel about being in that backpack right about now.
And keep your eye on our leaderboard tonight, testing out some new graphics. This one right here shows you the team associated with each driver, and you can see clearly all 4 GTCR drivers in the top 5, if not the top 4.
And we see Chapman and his teammates lining up on that bottom line right now.
Yeah, all 3 Dirty South drivers and Joe Barrow are the first 4 in that inside lane.
Can I get enough speed out of it? Maybe not.
At least so far, guys, I'm not sure the bottom lane is the one I want to be in. That middle lane and top seem to carry all the momentum off the corners.
Yep.
Well, we've got an issue in the back. Griffin and Hayes. Hayes going down pit road sideways. And has a meatball.
He got his engine blew.
It went kaput.
Back into. I mean, you can see him right up, tucked underneath Walt's bumper. That's the Haydack in the 00. This is 1 lap ago. I think this is going to be a matter of just pushing too hard and not keeping that nose cool. Happened as they were coming out of turn 4 right here.
4 wide.
Up right there, my engine blew. I'm sorry.
And there it is. Yep, engine blew. We're going to jump back live.
Ooh,
Folks.
it's pretty tight where Colleton is.
It's like a train wreck. I don't want to watch, but I can't look away. It's good racing, just nerve-wracking.
Talking about David Culleton, he's one of the drivers on the move. He's up 10 spots into the top 5. Brandon Saraki up 18. That's the most through the field. Seawright, Green, and Elzy also drivers moving forward.
Jonah's just peeking his way in there. He's making his way up.
As always.
Ooh, that's 54 and the 1 tagged each other.
Oh,
Now, there goes Jess.
Oh, there
up
it
and
is.
over.
I think she came up a little bit into.
Oh, that
No,
second
she
line
had a
of
little bit
trucks
of
is
help.
able to avoid the 28. Back and see what happened here. I saw a couple drivers getting kind of squirrely maybe before this. And then they're 4 wide. I think it was the 54, the green and the blue truck. They're on the bottom. They're the first 2 that I saw kind of get squirrely right there. That checks up Jess and the 93 just enough that she gets on the nose of the 27 and then up into, I believe that was Seawright. Either Seawright or Johnny Jones. They have the
I'm really glad I'm not race control right now. So. That would be a tough one to call.
go on board with Jess there. Back it up just a smidge. And you can see just how, I don't know, it just seems like every truck is fishtailing down the front stretch. Oh my gosh. You can see that second line. I mean, I think they all made it through clean though. So Jess Childs involved in the first caution of the night here on lap 13. I expect to see most drivers hit pit road, but at least top off on fuel.
And Sam, we've got him in here. Dusty, can you give us an update on who gets what happened there?
I give that one was a racing incident in my opinion. It looked like the 27 got a little bit off center of Jess when she ended up getting a bump. She ended up going up, touched the side of the 15 car, but there was a gap in between the 15 car and her. I'm pretty sure she would have ended up saving it, but with that net code, the gap that was there, she just didn't really have anything to do after that.
Gotcha.
Everyone just kind of got messed up there.
Yep.
I give everyone a warning that with the net code that just happened, be a little bit cautious racing next to each other, so hopefully they listen. But it's going to be hard to kind of do that at a super speedway. People are going to be side drafting and bumping doors and stuff, so.
Yeah, well, I'm interested here to see your graphics, Shane, on who took two, who took none. I know.
Just waiting for him to get off so we could take a look.
I think if it had been me, I probably would have taken none, but Colleton is up to fourth there. I think he got a fairly good jump. Yeah.
As we take a peek at this, so Max Dinda is going to be the leader coming off of pit road. He went 2 tires. Carson Freeman, fuel only. And again, we're splitting hairs here. We're kind of guessing off of the pit time. Dinda and Freeman, I think those are both fuel only. We're going to have to tweak these numbers just a little.
Just so everyone at home knows that it's really hard to work out who took 2 tires, because normally people leave when the fuel comes down, and that's about the same time that 2 tires is timed. And iRacing, I don't believe, gives us information on whether somebody actually took 2 tires or 4 tires. We're only basing that on purely on a stopwatch. Isn't that right, Shane?
That's true, yeah. The iRacing doesn't share that data because it could be used for, if you were in the race, you could use it to strategize against your opponents. But we can see their pit stops times. And so, for example, Dinda's stop was an 8.08. Freeman's a 7.97. So they're within a tenth of each other. But usually we use that 8-second threshold to be the difference between a fuel only and a 2-tire. I think with these trucks tonight, it's taking a little bit longer to get the fuel in. So we're going to call that a fuel only. Again, just 4 sets on the wall. So if you're kind of pacing yourself out, you need them to last about 20 laps, although tires not worn that much here at Talladega.
No, and if you take 2, I'm not sure what that does to the balance of these trucks, especially when they're a little loose anyway.
Yeah, if anything, you're just trying to maybe make it so that you can do the other 2 on the green flag stop. Because you can, I think, taking 4 tires under green flag is a little bit longer than it takes to get all the fuel in, depending on how those drivers break it up.
So if you do that, what would you do here? Would you take insides or outsides? Because, traditionally I would take outsides, but we saw with Malone last year that taking insides can suck you around the circuit, depending on what circuit it is.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think at Talladega, I mean, this is a cheap answer. I don't think it matters. I think at Daytona, you could absolutely affect the handling of the trucks, and they're loose, but I don't think they're loose because the tires are worn. They're just loose because of the air coming off of this 3-wide and 4-wide racing.
Got it. So Dinda and Freeman, interesting front row.
Some of the organizations I've been in, we've with lefts and then rights and just alternated tires based on what we're doing, just so we're keeping fresh rubber on the car, but we're not losing a bunch of time in the pits getting fresh tires.
Yep. You better save all those secrets for Thursday.
Yeah. There's a couple things I could say, but I'm not going to say tonight to hopefully get a little bit of an
I
advantage.
held a couple of things back myself.
All right, we're going to go on board with Walt Sahadak. He's right dead center in the middle of the pack in 13th. He's got his Stitley Motorsport teammate there, I think, one row back to his inside. We'll see if they can get hooked up and go to the front. I want to thank Walt, as always, for sharing that webcam into his sim rig. We can see the action.
Perfect start by Walt too, just the perfect distance back. He's still, by the time he hits the middle of the straight, he's going to be right on the bumper of the guy in front of him. Just perfect, nice and safe.
Walt, one of those drivers, looks like he took 2 tires. They're under caution. Was in that second pack there before the yellow, so he's thankful to have a chance to catch up.
Cullerton's that's what I thought might happen.
Oh, there comes Cullerton right into Walt Sahadak, we're right on board with. There's a number of drivers. This could be the first big one of the day. Dinda, Freeman, Cullerton, Sahadak, Doremus, Prim, Most, Griffin, Taylor, McCormick again, Ryder, Barris, Green, Elsie, and Seawright all involved in this one. Sahadak and Griffin both with meatball flags. We're going to go back and watch this one a couple times.
Just looking from overhead, it looked like Prim got into the back of Cullerton and pushed him up and then pushed him again.
Got a couple off tracks even before then. Cormick. Spot where this starts. They're really packed tight here right at the front, that top 10. Oh, and there it is. It's Cullerton off the nose of Dinda is what it looked like.
Yeah, it might have been Dinda. Couldn't see from that angle.
Yeah, all those off tracks are just drivers trying to avoid the wreck.
I think Freeman just gave him a little tap on the exit of 4, which pushed him up the track a little bit into Dinda.
Oh, right there. Yeah, I think you're right. Just kind of got off center. And then it's
58.
Walt.
And as you know, it floats coming out of that corner, any touch there, and it's very delicate.
Cullerton spinning, gets hit by a couple drivers along the way. We're on board with Sahadak, but happened to him again. Oh yeah, I mean, I think McCormick and Most and the 78, they all had the right idea. They got off the track down into the grass as soon as everyone got sideways, missed all the contact. Barrow made it through, Chapman as well.
Seawright made it.
Check in. See what happened to Griffin, because he made some contact, but I didn't see enough to get a meatball unless he got turned into the wall after the fact.
He got hit. Yeah, he got hit pretty hard a couple of times. One into the wall, and then I think Prim come down into him as well.
Trying to get slowed up, but yeah, and then that's what it's going to be, hard into the outside wall.
And then I think he gets him. I think he gets him again here. Prim bounces off again.
They just can't get away from each other. Again, Barrow might be the driver to watch on how to get through this.
There he is, way up in third. Started right front of the field.
Can you go on board with Freeman halfway between 4 and 3? I think that will explain everything for us. Maybe even on board if you can. Yeah. So there touches him.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Only the slightest touch, but so tough.
That one was a hard one to call.
Yeah, it was. Did you
Is that-
call it on anybody or racing incident?
Racing deal. I was going to put it on Colleton, but I'd really investigated it to make sure I wasn't doing it wrong. And he was holding the wheel down to the bottom because I was looking to see if you move the wheel to the right at all to see if you come up to try to block.
Yeah.
He was holding the wheel to the left, just got a shot in the bum, and got him up the track just enough to be able to get hooked. And
well, there's a few guys that'll be using their fast repair, their one and only fast repair now.
yep. They're going to be playing it kind of safe from here on out, I think. And if not, then we'll see the field dwindle a little bit.
And we see Tony Skirbo in the chat at the moment saying that Griffin can't catch a break, and I would agree with that, buddy.
He can't, but when he does, he catches a good break. Because I remember when he ended up, what was it, last season he won at Old Atlanta?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, at the front of the field, it's Josh Ryder, who has stayed out and survived these last two cautions. Now made his way up to the lead. He, Saraki, Barrow, and Green, the top four, all did not pit under that caution while everyone else did, either for fuel or for damage. Or in a fresh pair of shorts, whatever you want to guess.
It shows how important it is to keep your vehicle clean on the super speedways. Doesn't matter what you're driving. Truck, O'Reilly's, or cop car. You keep it clean, you keep it behind the car in front of you, you'll be fine.
And with that, we still have 81 laps to go. Pace truck is on pit road. We're going to see the green flag for the third time tonight. Josh Ryder and Brandon Saraki out front. I think it was actually Saraki that was the leader. Apologies, as we said it was Ryder a second ago. They get a pretty clean start. Somebody down on the apron already.
Yeah, Colleton, he had to go down there to avoid running into the car in front of him and then also getting run into the car from behind, I believe. I don't know, the car
Freeman
behind him
and
checked out. It was just
Freeman
survival.
and Thompson lined up on that bottom line.
3 wide again.
Yeah.
It's 20 laps in.
Oh, contact. There,
Not
Green. First into Hayes. And then as he checked up, he got into, I think that's McCormick in the 54.
Thompson has given Freeman a great push around the bottom there. With I think that's Shelton behind him.
Yeah, all three STR drivers lined up on the bottom.
Three wide on the exit of 2 here again. Oh, somebody just went into the wall.
Knocks
Late
Thompson to
block.
the lead.
I think that was Saraki that brushed the wall then.
Ooh, they're bumping and banging there in that outside lane in the turn.
That top line's pushing pretty hard now.
How about Johnny Jones in the 11? He's leading that inside lane. Johnny, not one of those drivers we get a chance to talk about too often. The 11 truck having a great run. 4 wide at the front.
A fun fact, the 11 and the 27, they've known each other for years. They go back long ways. They have a lot of different chemistry from different leagues they've been in. So I'd keep an eye on those two. Uh-oh.
A lot of brushing of the wall going on out there. Some of these guys are going to have to visit our main sponsor, and that is 42 Design, to get some of their liveries fixed up.
Man, with the way they were hitting the wall, I thought you were talking about collateral damage for a minute there.
Yeah, well, I could have gone that direction, couldn't I? Yeah.
Don't worry, I went there. Oh, Brandon's blinking. Oh, no.
Yeah, somebody blinked out pretty bad then.
What's his connection? Fine right now.
Ooh.
Burrow to the sucker spot.
Oh, and there it
On
is.
The inside, he's into the wall.
Saraki up and over. There goes our next big wreck. That started with a blink of the 13 on the outside
And they're
lane.
still crashing. They're still crashing up there.
Whew.
Some guys aren't happy.
And
13, he blinked for a second, and that's what caused that wreck.
find where this one starts. They are bumper to bumper on the outside lane. Yeah, the 13 is, he blinks, and when he comes back, it's like iRacing wasn't quite sure what to do with him.
Oh man, you gotta go.
Looks like, I think Barris is going to be the driver to watch. Go back a lap, jump on board with the 17.
Yeah.
Outside lane gets such a big run. And wow. And then watch this driving here. Is drivers are swerving every which way. They're all wrecking. They're wrecking a second and third time. And somehow Barris avoids it. Great driving there for Dylan and the 17. Watch this again. Trucks have not been shy about pulling up in the air and up and over here tonight.
Yeah, of course, from that angle, it looks like the 93 got into him, and he did get into him, but he got into him because he blinked out.
And again, it's
Someone forget the restrictor plates tonight?
Prim and Griffin into each other.
I know.
Under caution, they just can't. They got to take the magnets out of those trucks. Oh, Hayes and Prim there at the end. A little bit of damage on Barrow. And that was just another wreck. We've got at least half the field involved.
I get a block cleared for passing.
It might have through. I think he was following Barris.
It'll be easier to work out who wasn't involved.
Somebody's asking for. I'm gonna jump back a lap. Go on board with the 48. Every time I see that truck come up and over, it just makes me feel alive. Yeah, not
Holy
bad there for
smokes,
Max
Max.
either.
Because you're not the one strapped into it. Going for a ride, buddy.
We've all been that driver before.
Good job, Max. And Scarbo just piped up with, looks like I'm not going to lose a lot missing this week. You're probably right, bud.
Someone asking for the 93's perspective. That's Bo Smith.
Calamity.
Oh, yep. That'll do it. Yeah, no chance at all there for the 93 to react.
It just won't stop.
Just when you think it's over, there's a truck coming at you the wrong way. All right. Well, after all that, everything is kind of flipped on its head. Guess who's in the lead, guys?
Why is the green delayed?
Cullerton, and he picked the top lane.
We've got a whole pile of drivers trying to catch up to the field. I think we had gotten the one to green, and now it has been delayed by iRacing. Like Saraki might a black flag. While we're riding around here under caution, we'll take a look at our points coming into the race. Max Dinda leading Egan Shelton, Dakota Doremus, Knox Thompson, and Walt Sahadak, the top 5. Points still very tight. Just one race down, but guess what? We can check live points for this race as well. And you can see it's still Dinda in the lead. He's running 7th right now. A few extra points to gain. Thompson has moved up to 2nd. He started the playoffs with a penalty from the last regular season race. He's had to kind of overcome that, and he's doing a good job so far last week at Charlotte and this week here at Talladega. Now 2nd in points, then Dakota Doremus in 3rd, Walt Sahadak in 4th. Tony was in the live chat saying he's not going to miss too much. He is going to get 15 points for a provisional if he remembered to file it.
If you file it now, it's too late.
Keep him from falling too far.
A clue apparently has lost power.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, man. I did not see that until just a second.
Love seeing those live updates. Did anybody get a lucky dog then? A laughing llama lucky dog?
It happened and I missed it. I think it was well, I already forgot. What? Let's take a look at if it was going to be anybody. I believe it would have been either Hayes.
Might have been Hayes.
Hayes, he's still 3 laps down, but I think he was 4.
I saved the patch.
Lights are off on the pace truck, so we should be coming to green. The laps are so long here.
All right, folks.
So 3 cautions here in the first quarter of the race. Still have 73 to go. It'll be 72 at the line when they take the green. We've got David Culleton, a long-time GEC veteran, one of the most experienced GEC drivers here at Talladega. Going to be starting alongside Knox Thompson. Currently 2nd in the points and has the most wins of anyone this season with 3, I believe. Just behind him, Johnny Jones and Daniel Green. Ace truck is off. Couple drivers still trying to figure out where they're supposed to be in line, it looks like.
Yeah.
Well, this is why I tell them to get packed up going into 3 so they can have it sorted out by the time they're in 4, but they didn't listen to that tonight.
Well, they're taking the green flag. We're back racing here at Talladega. Couple drivers at the back, not where they're supposed to be for one reason or another. We got one driver just coming off pit road. That's Scott Prim. But it is David Culleton out front in that number 50 truck. Driving for JWR Motorsports. Here comes Knox Thompson to the outside.
Thompson tried to drive around the top of him there. I don't think he's got a lot of help. He'll struggle doing that. Freeman's up behind him there now. Now they got that row.
Wow. Max Dinda makes it 3 wide as he goes outside of Taylor.
Yeah.
Bringing a couple trucks with him.
Looks like Walt's pushing Dinda there.
Oh no, there goes Culleton around again. Hard contact. Wow. David cannot catch a break. I mean, it seems like the field can't catch a break right now. Let's see where this one starts. It's caution. Zero.
Looks like he got another shot in the exit of 4.
Just
Oh no, not this time.
a little bit off the bottom
Yeah.
Green's-
There's
green is-
overlap.
there.
Yeah.
That looks like Culleton came down to me.
Yeah.
Like green wasn't right on the line, but this track's wide enough. You don't have to be right on the line, even when you're 3 wide. Yeah,
that's a
it just
great
seems like
angle.
he left it open too long, and green went for it.
Same deduction I've come to. Just waiting for them to come through the pit cycle so I can hand out the penalties and not screw anything up.
Okay.
Sometimes iRacing gets a bit finicky.
So guessing once again the lucky dog will go to Hayes.
Jump on board. Daniel Green.
Maybe
In the
not. Maybe it'll go
27.
to Trent.
And yeah, it just David leaves it open, and he comes down late. At least that's my read. We'll let race control make the formal decision, but Scott Prim picking up the Laughing Llama Lucky Dog here under this caution. Should get him back on the lead lap.
31 laps into 100 laps. Its track temp is 120 degrees. Air temp is 80 degrees here today.
Great hot day for racing. Did have a good chance this weekend. So the NASCAR was in Richmond, my hometown. I can usually hear the trucks and the cars from my backyard. Was planning on saving some money and just watching it on TV, listening to the race in the backyard, like I said. And then the truck race got rained out Friday night, and which would have been past my kids' bedtime. Rescheduled for noon on Saturday, and if you don't know, usually truck races, the kids are free. So took my 6 and 4-year-old over there, and we got to go through the midway, change some fake tires, get some free Toyota merchandise over at the TRD tent to match our minivan. And kids
awesome.
had a pretty good time. They only made it about halfway through the truck race, which wasn't very impressive, but So we packed up and came home, but they had a good time anyway. I will say the part that hurt me the most was as we're leaving the parking lot. Most of the fans were out there tailgating for the Cup race later that night, and I had to make a group of young fellers move their cornhole boards so that I could get out with my minivan. They really let me have it, and I'm still trying to get over it.
As they should have, dude. Such a completely inconsiderate request.
I was like, I used to be one of you. I used to be one of you.
Used to? Why are you talking in past tense?
Well, it's just like I said, it broke my heart. You know, usually when I go to a race, I love those 7 p.m. Richmond night races. We're there at 7 in the morning cooking breakfast. We got the smokers, the grills, bring the TV, watch some college football at the tailgate. We do it upright, and but yeah, leaving halfway through a truck race. That just didn't it. All right. So again, sorry, I was just gonna say the survival strategy plays out for a couple drivers that have had bad luck already. Sahadak, Griffin, and Childs are in the top 4. All 3 of them involved in major crashes.
iRacing once again threw another lap into the caution lap. Don't know why it did that.
Not sure. It looks like Chapman's in the pits. And Hayes is coming around. I think he was just coming off pit road. I don't see any reason for iRacing to be extending these cautions, but can't happen.
Either.
Sounds like we got a handful of people complaining about the extensions. And race control and a few others letting them know to keep that to themselves.
Yep. Well, we had an interesting, we had a watch party over at Blip Motorsports for the Knoxville Nationals, which was meant to be run on Saturday night. Of course, Friday night got washed out, so that made Saturday and Saturday night kind of an all-day event. And then Kyle Larson wasn't meant to be racing. And of course, most people know that Kyle Larson then was able to make it over to the Knoxville World of Outlaws Nationals and walked away with it.
We think it's 1 to green.
Need to tighten it up on the inside row there just a little bit, but yeah, interesting to know why that's happening.
I'm curious to hear Dusty when he just hearing him. What he thinks of that. I'm watching some of the chatter, and it's a little hard to tell just looking at the transcript of whether or not people are joking or legitimately complaining about race control, and we all know how that's going to end.
Yeah. So we've got green at the front at the moment from Walt Sahadak on the outside, and then Griffin's made his way up to 3rd.
Still got a couple trucks there in the back, just not really packed in. And at this track, you do not want to lose the draft. You need to be right up on the bumper here coming to the green. At least in the vicinity to keep the draft up. Pace truck comes off. Going to be 67 laps to go here at the Rowdy Ruckus 266 at Talladega. Race number 2 in the playoffs here for the CDSN Truck Series. And the green flag is out. Little bit of bumping there on the inside lane, but I think they're going to keep it clean.
Yeah, the 78 of Taylor is, we need to keep an eye on him because he's blinking a bunch.
We've already seen that it was Siraki with some blink problems earlier in the race. But again, back to the story at the front. Childs, Griffin, and Barrow, all three involved in heavy contact early in the race. They're also the three most experienced Talladega drivers at GEC, and 6 wins between them. They know how to bounce back, it looks like. There's still a long way to go, as Childs and Barrow are a little bit alone there in the middle.
Yeah, the outside lane is humming at the moment.
And Thompson, Freeman. And now McCormick shoots to the inside. He's got Matthew Taylor coming with him, and here comes Freeman to block. 4 wide as they get squirrely into turn 1.
Chapman needs a pusher, otherwise he'll fall back. And fortunately, he has a pusher, but the pusher's blinking. Man, every time the outside gets a run, they take the inside easy. Thompson to the point, followed by Smith and Siraki, and Freeman on the inside there. Thompson trying to block that top lane.
Siraki coming on the outside. He's got Doremus pushing him.
Great effort by Smith there to get to the front there. We haven't talked a lot about him today, but I've noticed he's been in the top 5, top 6 all day. He needs a push here. Once again, the outside lane just flies by. That's 3 cars. Oh. Smith was very lucky to hold that just then. Smith and Thompson to the top lane. To Rocky and Freeman to the bottom.
They've come back to 2 wide here at the front. Still
I'm not
3
even
wide
going to
further
mention
back,
the.
though.
I'm not even going to mention the guy that's in 4th position or 3rd position right now, because every time I do, something happens. Most right behind him.
Oh, the line gets squirrely. Barrow shoots the bottom. Thompson going to come down the block. We got contacted somewhere in there. I don't know if it looks like Siraki and McCormick both picked up a 4X just a moment ago. I didn't see anything on track, though. They're both going to shoot to the
driving
middle.
extra hard, bumping extra hard.
Yeah, they're 3 wide at the moment with the top one bouncing.
A little bit of contact.
One into the wall.
There they go.
Yeah, you could see it coming.
Down the backstretch. Didn't really see where that one started, though. Take a look. Griffin with a meatball. I think he'd already used.
It was 54.
Can get a better angle here. It does look like it is McCormick in that green 54 truck. There we go. Pushing. They're all pushing kind of hard. See anything. I don't know. Well, there we go. as they come off the turn. Yeah, looks like McCormick just drives right through him. Bit of some drama here for the 54. Fighting a little bit with race control on the radio. Coming up and causing a caution here on lap 38.
A lot of stuff going on at the moment with these
Yeah.
drivers. A lot of chitter chatter to race control. That's why we're a little quiet at the moment. We're trying to work out where we should actually discuss it. So
No, I think it's relatively clear. I think McCormick was disrespecting race control, and
Yep.
then I mean, it looked like then in response to that, he just kind of drove through the field recklessly and caused a wreck. So we don't need any of
Yeah.
that here.
and got a car on his way back to the pits as well. So that's never good. So who we got at the front here? Once again, we got Smith at the front. Thompson and Freeman. Thompson's been up there all day. I'm glad I picked him. Oh, wait, hang on. No, I didn't.
Let's go back and remind ourselves of our picks and how we're doing. Childs.
Mine was Chapman.
Yeah, Childs and Chapman. They're both in the top 20. They're on the track. Both been involved in. I think every truck in the field's been involved in an accident at this point. The question is, have you saved a fast repair? Have you managed to survive it?
How
Even
much
with the
damage
fast
do you
repair.
have to drive with? Because that'll determine your speed.
So Stephen Hayes picks up another Laughing Llama Wraps lucky dog. He should get back one lap down and be able to race for the lucky dog again.
We have 60 laps left here tonight, guys.
So up front, 2 STR teammates leading the race right now.
I may have to have a second chocolate milk tonight.
I don't even have any, dude. It's gonna be a rough one. Man, it's a rough day. Lost a good fishing lure. I'm out of chocolate milk. It's a rough,
Man,
it's a rough Tuesday.
To make a run to the store.
Everything's closed at this point. Actually,
No, it looks-
Thamesville's still open.
It looks like Scarbo did submit a provisional.
He did.
So, yep. Good news.
And it looks
Some-
old. He's good.
Sometimes things just come up, unfortunately.
It's nice to plan ahead, especially when you get the provisional in at the right times, because I hate having to tell someone they can't get points for the provisional just because they didn't get it in on time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the rule. If you're not there before the start of the race, you got to put in a provisional to get the points.
I'd like to see these guys form up a little earlier, like when they're in 3 and 4, as opposed to when they're coming to the line. It might not seem important for the front guys, but if the front guys don't do it, then by the time it equates to the back guys, they're getting all out of shape. They're running over people. See what they do this time. Freeman low on the inside. 10 car lengths behind the leader coming out of 4. Okay, we're coming to the green line here. Smith leading him with Freeman behind him and Thompson on the outside. Smith gets a nice start and pulls up in front of Thompson. Try and protect that line a little bit. We'll probably shoot to the bottom here a little bit. Getting a little crazy back there with Max Dinder and on the inside of Freeman there right now.
Ooh, a little squirrely on the bottom for the 48.
Yeah, yeah. Max pushed his way through there. Oh, and Green gets into Freeman as well. But out front, Smith's done a good job of leading that. Thompson out front and Taylor doing a great job in third right now. Just looking at who Dinder has pushing him, and that's Barros.
R12.
Thompson tried to put the block on Dinder. Didn't quite work.
Not even halfway. And these drivers are being so aggressive here at the front.
It was a little late and a little soft when he did it. Of course, if he had done it too early, Max would have turned underneath him. Barros has been left on the outside lane with no pusher, so he's dropping. Oh, Dinder tried to put the same move on Thompson, and Thompson got into the back of him. They were able to hold it though, coming out of 4. Once again, 3 wide. Smith's doing a great job out front. Pushed nicely by Taylor. I see Colleton back up there again. Colleton back up to 5th.
He's inevitable, man. If his car's on the track and the 4 wheels are straight, he's going to be up there at some point on a super speedway.
Yeah.
Well, 58 got a little loose, but he saved it. Don't know how he
Yep.
got loose there, but a little bit squirrely. So Colleton's backing out of that. You can see.
Yep.
Yep,
That's probably
bailing
a
out.
wide.
He had a bad. His spider senses were tingling.
Yep, and he's used all his fast repairs. So only
Yep.
problem is there now. He might lose a bit of time there. He may lose touch with these guys.
Yeah, he's playing it safe. I'd do the exact same thing if I was in his position right now.
Yep, probably a good move if he doesn't have any. There's still 55 laps left.
Still lots of time.
Too early to be making block moves like we just saw from Freeman, in my opinion. But, you know, he made it out alive, so best of luck to him.
Wow, did you see that? Dinder gave Barris a push, and they shot to the outside of Freeman and then stalled out before they could get all the way around him. Now Freeman dropping back in the middle to his teammate Shelton.
Thompson looks quick here tonight.
Sorry, not his teammate, his rival.
He's put himself between Smith and Taylor. They're in second position. That outside lane looks like it's humming.
Someone stuck in the sucker hole again.
Yeah, and it was funny how that happened too, because he went up there to block, and then he couldn't get back down.
10-4, I'm right with you.
Same thing just happened to Thompson. Thompson's got another good pusher though behind him.
Oh, big
Oh,
push. Who's that? That's 78. Still blinking just a little bit on the inside lane.
You know, one guy
first
we
time I've
haven't
seen him blink tonight. I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
talked about a lot about tonight is Shelton.
Oh, look at that new paint scheme he's got too, Cochran.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not the toes road. It's finger.
So what did we talk about? How Colleton did the right thing a moment ago, 3 laps ago, and now he's back up with this lead group here.
All you got to do is super speedways is basically chess at 200 miles an hour, is like how I like to put it. You got to think a couple moves ahead of the cars around you, which is sometimes impossible to do. Like this right here.
Somebody's
Yeah,
around.
that's
Thompson's
that.
around. Thompson's hit pretty hard on the outside. Most is in it.
Prim hard into the wall.
Prim. Burrows in it. Burrows like salt and pepper at the moment. He's in everything.
We were on board there with Keegan Shelton, not able to escape the carnage. Not sure where this one started. Right there, is that Freeman and Dinda? Then it's Smith and Thompson. I'm not. Back that up. Cameras are looking everywhere but where I want them to.
The 93 and the 39, I think, get into each other.
Looks like 23 maybe clips the apron. Let's back it up. Starts as they as they come down into the turn. The inside lane is stacked up. They're all pushing each other, so it's not like Thompson has a choice here. He's getting pushed by both Taylors. That seems to get Smith down on the apron. That kicks his truck up, and then he checks up to stay out of Dinda, and then Thompson is there. Slow-mo, it kind of looks like Thompson might have been the one at fault, but at full speed. I have to see that.
Yeah, I don't know how you pick.
pick.
Yeah, you got to pick one of those guys. I don't know which one you pick, so I'll leave that up to
he's
race
still
control.
getting pushed. Nah, he wasn't. I guess he wasn't quite getting pushed by Taylor at that exact moment, but
Yeah, he wasn't. You have to be so careful though in there, because if you get out of it, well, then you create an accident anyway.
That was a weird spot. I don't know if there's any way they really could have got out of that one. Watched it back 4 or 5 times now.
yeah, it's just hard to tell if Smith went down to the apron because he was pushed or on his own accord. But that's definitely where this starts.
Yeah, that'd be my question on whether whoever hit the apron, whether it was there, they caused it, if you know what I mean.
Close racing here at Talladega.
And I say Green got turned around on pit road just then.
Kenny Most, I believe, involved with it. See what we can see of this pit road. Yeah, Most. Oh, trying to get down to his pit stall. Gets into Green as he's coming in.
58
Probably going to be a protest for us to deal with post-race.
Yep. Green had a good run going too, so I hope he hasn't used any fast repairs, although I don't know if anybody has a fast repair left.
Well, let's do a rundown here. What was that, Dusty?
I just seen what happened to Green. I'm a little bit late to the party. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I said, I think that's going to be a protest waiting for us.
Well, I heard that. I'm like, what did I miss? I went back to try to figure out what I didn't see, and oof.
Yeah, we had actually talked in the pre-race meeting with the drivers, reminding them that under caution, pit road is to be single file for that exact reason.
I'll reiterate it to him right quick.
Well, and it's 3 in, 3 out, so.
way live here. So it is going to be Max Dinda, Dylan Barris, and Marshall Taylor, the top three. Here as we are almost halfway in the Rowdy Ruckus 266.
I see Jessica's made her way back up to 7th. Jessica was our pole sitter today, Jessica Charles.
I mean, it seems like she's been involved in a ton of wrecks. At least 3 different ones. One on lap 13, one lap 24, and one on lap 38. But she has not used her fast repair. So she's been doing all the repairs the hard way, I believe. We take a look at who's made the most repairs. It's Stephen Hayes, 8 minutes of repairs for the 82. He's also gotten the lucky dog 2 or 3 times. He just got a wave around right now as we're talking about him. Still in 23rd, it looks like. But he is, I think he will, he's either 2 laps down or about to be 1 lap down as he takes the wave around. So we still have 20 trucks on the lead lap.
50 laps left. So we're at the halfway point.
And let's see, who's out of this one? So we had Clue, Pacheco, Anderson. They didn't actually start the race. Ryder did start. He's the first truck out of the race in 27th. Jamie Griffin is still on pit road, but he's 11 laps down. He's been making repairs for a while now. I don't think that truck is going to make it back out. Tough start to the playoffs for Jamie Griffin. And now Scott Prim out.
I don't know how some of these guys have stayed on the lead lap. Like Chapman is still on the lead lap and he's had 6.5 minutes of repairs.
Look at his journey through the night. Hey, he even got a black flag there back around lap 40. It's just been biding his time. Came into this race 6th in points. 6 top 10s on the season.
D-Right is looking like he's got major right front damage.
Yeah, he's had a lot of...
Remus looks like he's got left front damage. These guys are just beat right up
Yeah,
back
I
here.
mean, I'm sure there are drivers we were talking about. About half the field has
right front
used...
fender's gone.
About half the field has used that fast repair.
Remus has our quickest lap too. Max out to the front, followed by Barros. Couple of teammates in 3rd and 4th in both the Taylors.
Yeah, so it's GTCR up front. That's Max Dinda. Then H&R, represented by Dylan Barris, in 2nd. He's giving him quite the push. We've already seen one truck blow a motor doing that for too long, so 17 will have to be careful. Then those 2 Dirty South drivers, Marshall and Matthew Taylor, they're going to look to the inside, try to hang Barris out to dry.
Perfect work by Max then. It becomes a lot harder when there's 3 lanes though, and now that's what's happened with the 13 going high.
Zane Woods there down on the inside trying to stay out of trouble.
I'm not sure if that's even safe. Taylor drops down. Nice move by Taylor. Big hit on the outside by Boris then. Dinda was able to hold it. Yeah, Barros is pushing well. Can we go on board with Barros?
We can indeed. On board with the number 17, Dylan Barris.
Oh, now he's in a little bit of trouble. They have they're stacked up on the left and to the right, so interesting to know which direction he goes. He fades to the top. Then the bottom's going to start their run. They've got a run now. They're coming up the inside of him.
Oh, Marshall gets loose down the apron and saves it.
Yeah. Guess he's got a nice run here as well.
The number 2.
Off the nose of Wyville as well.
Ooh, we got a squirrely truck in the back. It's Knox Thompson, I believe.
Yeah, it's Thompson with
Couple trucks going
90.
around.
Thompson with the 93, I think.
Yeah, 2 STR teammates, and that's going to bring out our next caution of the night. 7th one here. Team STR teammates got together as they look like it maybe started with Thompson smacking the wall.
Yeah. Oh, 51, I'm sorry.
Ooh, it might be more complicated than that.
It is.
Freeman
It definitely is.
comes up. He's pushing Knox. We've got Saraki blinking in front of him. Green comes up and doors the 51 in the wall. And yeah, I don't even know where to say that one started.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't think the 51 and the 39 are locked together, though, when 39 hits the wall. No, he's not.
Well, the 39 hits the wall also, and then fishtails it around until takes out the 51 and Green. If we can be on board with Freeman. Ooh,
Yeah.
It does sound like Thompson is claiming responsibility for that one.
He is.
There we go. On board with Carson Freeman. He comes up to try and push Knox, and then, yeah, I mean, they're... Yeah, I think from outside the trucks, it kind of looked more chaotic, but inside the cockpit here with Freeman, his truck looked completely under control. Didn't even really notice hitting the wall. And then it's Thompson, the one that smacks the wall and gets a little squirrely, bringing out the 7th caution. Back on lap 54. We are past halfway. Still a long, long race.
Canny Most has the Laughing Llama Lucky Dog.
Back in 21st. That'll get him back on the lead lap. I think Daniel Green was the one that took the worst of that caution. So he picked up a meatball flag. Sitting on pit road at the moment. Pretty much
Man,
so.
Hayes is still chipping away. He's done 51 laps, so he's still 2 laps down. So
Watch this invisible pit crew go to work on the 48. All right, some more pit strategy as David Culleton and Joe Barrow stay out. They will inherit the lead with about a 7-lap deficit on fuel. Pretty much everybody in the top 10 is going to go fuel only on this stop. Fuel is getting caught up to the pace car. Let's take a look at some of these drivers that stayed out, what their night has looked like. Talk about up and down here for David Culleton. He starts back around 15th, races his way up into the top 5, then gets caught up in a caution, has to change some tires, races his way back through some pit strategy, back into the top 5 again, then picks up an EOL after that second caution where he got turned in the tri-oval. And then just kind of slow and steady making his way back to the front, trying to be smart. We mentioned him under green, kind of dropping back to avoid a wreck and then racing his way back up into the top 10. Pretty good race here for David. He hasn't been racing full-time this season, only 6 starts so far. So not in it for the points, but we know he's out here racing for the win. Then beside him is going to be Joe Barrow, the most experienced GEC driver at Talladega. He's had an equally up and down night. Even picked up a black flag at one point. I think that was for a passing under yellow on a restart where some guys weren't lined up, guys or girls. Joe, one of our playoff drivers, comes in 11th. Just behind him, here's Jess again, guys.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention too. Jessica to third. Taylor on her outside. Taylor on her outside, and then I think the other Taylor behind.
Yeah, I'm looking at this chart here for Marshall. He might have the best lowest position stat, and that he has not dropped below 17th all night, where pretty much everybody else has been all the way to the back once or twice. And then we talked about Ryan Elsie. I mean, he started there near the back, has been as low as 25th, and has raced his way up into the top 10 and now in the top 5 for this restart. Matthew Taylor kind of steadily climbing all night. How about Robert Weibel? And the 53 truck for Fifth Gear Racing. And a pretty good recovery here, up 10 spots from where he started. Brandon Saraki been battling those network issues a little bit, but still racing in the top 10. And our points leader, Max Dinda, he's back in 9th here after pitting under that last caution. Might have had, well, not a slow stop. He just took 4 tires, and most other people went fuel only, so he's dropped to 9th. And Walt Sahadak is in 10th. Surviving a meatball, a black flag, a couple wrecks. Amazing how these drivers can bounce back here at this long Talladega race. But the green flag is about to come out again. It's going to be Joe Barrow and David Culleton out front, leading us back to green.
Culleton with a good jump.
At any other track, that'd be great. Here, though, it just means they're going to catch you with a head of steam.
Yeah, it does.
Childs and Barrow hooking up there on the bottom row. Bottom line, that is. Culleton going to move up to block the high line.
He's not going to be able to block them both.
They put him in the middle. Elsie's going to try to stick with him, but Saraki now going to put him in the middle. The 93 of Bo Smith recovering from that accident not too long ago. He's back into the top 10. Make that the top 5.
Jessica and Taylor are doing a good job of pushing here. Saraki's just playing it. Sorry, Sahidak's just playing it safe behind them.
Oh, they're getting sideways.
You said his name and he gets wrecked. You're the curse, dude.
No, I don't think they crashed. I don't think he crashed.
8th caution. Dylan Barris involved in that one.
I thought you said Saraki and then he got wrecked.
See what we can track down. Back. They were 3 wide and then 4 wide.
Ooh.
Here. Thompson is pushing the 13 on the outside. He catches, I think that's Marshall Taylor. Has to check up and then Another one where in slow motion, I feel like
Oh,
I could put it on someone, but at real speed,
because there's a car right or a truck right below him on the bottom, so he can't dive any lower than what he did.
so when Saraki catches Taylor, he shoots to his outside, and then I don't know, race control. You're gonna have to figure that one out.
Yeah, I know this is gonna be.
I think there's
the
a
highlight
little
my
bit of an
night.
argument that the 13 goes up and comes back down on Thompson's nose. There's a little bit, you could say maybe Thompson shot for a hole that wasn't big enough. That 39 truck to fit in with Barris kind of holding the middle lane. Right here, I'm not sure. Sure what I would call.
Mulligan. I'll
Can't
be back
tell
with it.
if Saraki's loose or if they just didn't fit. Meanwhile, we might have had some more pit lane contact. Yeah, this is under caution. Oof.
Wow.
Yeah, that's gonna be that's a protest ticket probably.
Yeah.
All right, back at the front, we've got 4 trucks staying out. Joe Barrow, Just Childs, Walt Zahadak, and Robert Weibel. Meanwhile, everybody else hitting pit road.
And I think that was on Hayes that Saraki got into.
So we're down to 40 laps to go. We haven't even figured out what the green flag kind of fuel window is. Haven't had a single. There it is. What the pits have looked like. It looks like the longest run we've seen anyone take is Elzy. He did an 18-lap stint early in the race. Other drivers electing to stay out no longer than 14 laps. Yeah, I think as easy as it is to gain positions here, as long as you're in that front pack, I would never pass up an opportunity to top off on fuel just in case this thing runs green. You do not want to lose out having to come to pit road while everyone else stays out.
Yeah, there'll be a time here where it will run green. So you got to time it so you've got as much fuel in there as possible. And this could be it this time.
About Walt's journey on the night, but yeah, he's just sticking with it now in the third. Little pit strategy here under that last caution. Like I said, we don't really know what the fuel window is, but I'm pretty safe to say everyone's going to have to pit at least one more time. No one can make it from here. Your pick, Coleman Chapman, picking up the Laughing Llama Lucky Dog, racing in 17th position. So after that, it looks like Barris is out, Freeman is out, Green is out, Saraki out of the race. So there are only 18 drivers still physically on the track. Stephen Hayes is 3 laps down, but he is the first truck any laps down, so he will be in the Lucky Dog position at the next caution. He's been trying to get back to the lead lap all night long. Yeah, look at this chart, Lee. This has got to be the most colorful one I've seen.
This is pretty flat.
He's got a meatball. He's got an EOL. He's got a lucky dog, a wave around, and then an EOL. He's got them all.
So we're checking for life there because there's been no spikes at all.
He's had 8 pit stops. 7 of them to make repairs.
And he's got another one probably to make due to that incident with Saraki.
as they're running, we're going to take another quick look at those live point standings. Max Dinda holding on to the lead for now. He's got Joe Barrow and Walt Sahadak tied for second place in the point standings as they run. And Barrow's leading and Sahadak's in third or fourth. So they need to hold on to those spots to stay relevant. Knox Thompson running back in 11th in the race. He's fourth in points. And Dakota Doremus 17th on the track, fifth in points. This race is really shaking this up a good bit.
Pace truck off.
Going to go on board with the driver of the 11 truck, Johnny Jones, running fourth truck on the outside line.
Yeah, that's a pretty big gap on the inside there. Dinda and Dinda was pushing Wyville, but decided to stay high. Probably not the best way to make friends, but you know, left him just high and dry. Or
we've been
actually
talking
low.
about this all race of like their teammates matter. Well, now with so many trucks out of this race, where are your teammates?
Play this right now. That 28 and that 4 are going to work together like teammates.
Yeah.
Is
Well,
at
there
the
are
front,
two
it's-
teammates.
I mean, you got a solo driver leading and another solo driver in second. I think they're going to be friends.
The two Taylors are in the top 10.
They are bumper to bumper. There's just about 4 car lengths between them.
I think they'll be there very soon, and they are.
They
They're
both just
lined
shot
up
to the
on
bottom.
the inside. Yep.
Thompson trying to come with him if he can fit in.
Yeah, Thompson gave Taylor a great push to his brother, and now they have the bottom line humming.
It's like Barris is going to rejoin the race from the pits. He's 3 laps down.
Jessica will be with Max there across the top. Should be nice and smooth and just take it easy.
You're watching the effect that teammates can have here. The Taylors just both drove right around Joe Barrow as Marshall Taylor takes the lead. Oh, and Matthew comes down get 2 trucks come together. That one's hard to tell. We'll go back and take a look. Barrow, Thompson, Taylor, Childs, Wyville, Sahadak, Elsie, and Jones all caught up in that wreck. Looks like Culleton as well, and Seawright. Go back and see what happened there between it was Matt Taylor and Joe Barrow. Up on board the GEC chopper. Yeah, you can see Taylor was up in the 3rd lane, comes down and tries to follow his brother to the bottom. I don't know if he knew Barrow was running about a half truck width off the bottom. Jess able to avoid it by getting up into the wall a little bit. Oof. Elsie might be the one to watch the onboard here as Taylor went right up and over his hood.
A lot of championship implications in this crash.
Oh, Elsie actually gets caught up in it.
Thompson and Barrow both high in the points. Were caught up in that. And I think they've used their fast repairs, so they're going to have to spend time on pit road.
Now on board with Joe Barrow is... Yeah, I mean, from that angle, it sure looks like Taylor came down trying to follow his brother to the front as Marshall shot to the bottom. Yeah, and Barrow running just a little bit off the line. which sometimes you have to do when you're leading that inside lane so that you don't get kicked down onto the apron like we saw happen to the 3, I think it was, earlier in the race.
You can't pinch it too tight either on these turns, though. The lines, as you know, is about a quarter of a car up off the bottom.
This time we're on board with Matthew as he follows Marshall to the front, and then again, what you'd hope is that if your drafting partner wouldn't kind of hang you out to dry like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because there's no way Matthew can get all the way to the bottom if Marshall had stayed maybe in the middle lane. But there's a lot of.
Well, you're exactly right.
That
That's the difference between having a teammate that does a lot of this and maybe only doing this a few times. So.
got maybe a third of the field still on pit road. Everybody else came down, so pretty much a universal pit stop here, with the exception of Dylan Barris. He stayed out and got a wave around. Stephen Hayes, I think, got the lucky dog. Both of those drivers will be back 2 laps down.
It's such a shame for both those Taylor boys, because they were in really good shape there. They really looked like they could bring it home. So to lose that, it's not good.
Still 34 laps remaining. Max Dinda and Knox Thompson up front. We're sure to see some fireworks between these two. They've been racing side by side and head-to-head all season. Dinda leading the points, Thompson leading the wins column. And as they come around, they should get the 1 to green. We're going to step aside for a quick break here as the booth needs a pit stop for themselves, and we'll be right back to catch the finish of the Rowdy Ruckus 266 here at Talladega for the CDSN Truck Series on the GEC Racing League YouTube channel. And we are back here at Talladega. Race number 2 of the playoffs, race number 12 on the season. This is season 9 of the Collateral Damage Sports Network Truck Series. Lee, what do you think of the race so far?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think there's some trucks out there with some damage, so hopefully these trucks can stay lined up. I'm surprised that Thompson didn't have to make repairs, though, so I want to see how quick he's going. I'd love to see this, but what I'm really interested to see is the live timing on the championship results, because that crash will put Burrow. He'll drop out of the standings. So he dropped to 8th, where he was up in 2nd a moment ago.
Yeah, I mean, this is changing as fast as we can show it to you. We're going to have to, We'll pull it up at the end of the race, but yeah, every position matters, especially here in the playoffs. Meanwhile, it's going to be Max Dinda and Knox Thompson on the front row, Marshall Taylor and Johnny Jones just behind them, then Jess Childs and Bo Smith. And we're racing again. There was some contact in the back between Matt Taylor and Dylan Barris, it looks like.
I think what you'll see here is Thompson just sit in there behind Dinder and be happy with that for a bit.
Just before we went green, I was checking on our booth picks. We've got Jess and Chapman still on the lead lap in this. The YouTube chat, though, their driver, Saraki, is out. Want to give them a chance. If you guys want to decide who you think's going to win this race from here as we see Thompson get squirrely off the nose of Taylor. I do want to thank everybody for watching out in the YouTube chat. Let us know who you think's going to pull this one in or who you're pulling for.
So my thought about Thompson sitting in behind Max was totally wrong.
Yeah,
this
here
is
they go.
scary right now.
They're
This
three
is
wide for the
very
lead.
scary. Yeah. Oh. Don't know how they made it through there. Taylor's pushing pretty hard here tonight. Thompson's in that spot where if you don't get a really good push, you tend to drop.
Now, for the first time tonight, the inside lane has the advantage over the other two. The third lane just doesn't have any numbers. Johnny Jones and Dakota DeRemus falling back. Thompson still leading that middle lane.
Binder way out of shape. They
Wow.
nearly lost it, and they are losing it.
And our 10th caution of the night is going to involve Most, Child, Sahadak, Barrow, Chapman, Smith, Jones, DeRemus, Woods, Wyville, Culleton, Taylor, and Elsie. Whew.
I think Max got a really bad push, or a bad push off center, and then it caused a backup through the field.
Looked like he tried to get around him on the outside and just barely tapped him on the way by.
Is that what it was? Right.
That's what it looks like.
So it's Marshall Taylor.
Oh, 48 does come up a little bit, though, when the 78 is trying to go around. But is that based off of contact that's happening?
Try to watch this as slow as we can here. Yeah, either way, they get together. That sends Dinda up. And he...
Yeah, 78 hit him on the way by, got him squarely. That's what got him back up into
you
him.
can't hit that rear tailgate
And
like
Dinda
that.
comes back down in front of Childs, who does a pretty impressive job to check up and get onto the apron safely. However, the drivers behind him have nowhere to go. It's Sahadak, Most, Barrow, Chapman, and everybody else gets together there. I think I want to see this from Jess's point of view because I think she can see the initial contact as well as the final contact. Oh, yep. There we go. It's pretty calm coming off 4. And yeah, just the slightest tap. Wow.
Good job, Jess.
This time we'll go on board with Marshall Taylor in the 78. Hard to tell from his cockpit.
Yeah.
So, the Dinda, there.
Boom.
Oh, you could hear it.
Yep.
Yeah, it hits him on the way by and then hugs him a little too tight.
If that hit was, the doors clashing, no problems. But when you touch these vehicles on the rear quarters, just like that, the driver in front has no chance.
So another reset here with 28 laps remaining. Just Childs is your leader. Joe Barrow's in second. He did not pit. I mean, I could have sworn he got some damage, but at this point, maybe he's found some damage that's giving him some speed.
I'll tell you what.
Hayes is 1 lap down now, so he just needs one more caution.
Yeah, Dylan Barris just got the Laughing Llama lucky dog.
Oh, he did.
All it takes is one more tap in the wall from
Trying
being
to-
damage that steers to damage that just kills you. I learned that a couple weeks ago.
But yeah, I think Hayes is going to remain 2 laps down
Oh, he is. Bummer.
as Barris got the lucky dog. So if you get any contact in one of these wrecks, you become ineligible for the lucky dog no matter what lap down you are.
Gotcha.
And so I'm guessing Hayes got some contact in there. That makes Barris the one that's eligible for the lucky dog. So Barris is back on the lead lap. He was 3 laps down and in the pits and out of the session. Comes back in, catches a wave around, and I think at least one lucky dog might have gotten another wave around through one of these cautions.
Yeah, he had 3. He was 3 laps down, and as per the rules, he was able to get 2 because of the disconnection that he had because of his network error. So from there, he just kept it clean and stayed out of trouble, so you get that other wave around. So he's been playing it smart.
Do it, yeah. As Dusty's mentioned in the GEC, we know everybody has their power go out, their Wi-Fi have trouble every now and then. So we do have a 2-lap policy where if you have a technical issue of any kind and then are able to rejoin the session, we will give you those 2 laps back to wave around, but only 2. But at Talladega, that is a big help for a driver to get back in it, especially a driver like the 17 who's shown so much speed all season. There's his night. Yeah, I mean, more pit stops than I can count. He's up 14 positions after starting in the rear. I mean, Barris might have actually been one of those drivers that didn't start the initial race and maybe came out on track and waited for the first caution just to catch the field.
Entertaining night.
Anyway, so Dylan Barris currently running P15. 2 top 5s and 5 top 10s this season. But up front, it's Jess Childs and Joe Barrow on the front row. Then they've got Dakota DeRemus and Knox Thompson just behind them. Kenny Most, Ryan Elsie, Max Dinda, Zane Woods, David Culleton, and Coleman Chapman are your top 10. And the green flag is out here. 26 laps to go.
Pretty even start by our top 7 or 8 guys. I see Chapman's worked his way up to 9th position. Jessica out front.
I just feel like the patience is gone. We still have a while to race here, but all the drivers that have survived to this point are not wasting any time. They're pushing hard. We got teammates there on the outside lane. They're going to go around Barrow. That's DeRemus and Dinda. Meanwhile, Thompson is pushing Jess Childs out to a strong lead. And DeRemus,
Come on.
with a bad push from his teammate, I believe, going to kick off our 11th caution here at Talladega.
Yeah, well, they're going to be pissed off. But they're upset about this one.
You're going to need some, looks like you're going to have some black flags to clear their race controls. A number of drivers spun down pit road.
I think we're all watching that one.
Yep.
Well, it's pretty self-explanatory what happened on that one.
Two teammates pushing hard to get up to the front. Into a little too aggressive. Into the back of the 88. Turns him in front of the field.
Right all night, and now you mess it up. Come on.
The frustration in the radio chatter in the background.
Ain't it?
All right.
It's pretty entertaining just
Really?
listening to the radios, but
Woo.
unfortunately we can't let it all go out to air. Frustration is a good word for it, I think. I'm gonna say stay respectful.
Right.
Doremus,
Y'all gotta act like y'all done this
hand
before.
up for that one.
I just heard Joe Barrow say they need to act like they've done this before. Let's see, we've got actually have the 88 saying that one's on him. I think we were going to put that on his teammate.
I'll take the blame for that one. I made a bad move.
Either way, we've got everyone hitting pit road except for Kenny Most and Robert Weibel are going to stay out. The 22 and the 53. How about Kenny tonight? Another driver we don't always have a chance to talk about running up front, but he's there right now. He's just had a slow and steady race out there for Graham Crackers Racing. Up 19 positions. Got a couple black flags, EOLs, lucky dogs, whatever it takes to get to the front. And again, look at, we just had more pit stops tonight than I can ever remember. So let's take a peek at those point standings again. It's still Dinda, Thompson, Doremus. Barrow now dropped to 11th. He's in P19. And I think he's out of this one now, Lee.
Yeah.
So that's, we saw him up. I think he was tied for third with Sahadak at one point in the points. Check on our picks. I think the YouTube chat has picked another driver yet, but right now, Just Childs running 4th, Coleman Chapman running 13th. Both of them have been involved in, at this point, everyone's been involved in something. We've had 537 incident points throughout the race.
I would be surprised if anybody has a fast repair left.
You know what? There's a few drivers that do. I'm not going to say who it is, but there's a driver out there.
Yeah.
The two drivers with the most incident points have not used their fast repair. Meanwhile, it looks like showing Johnny Jones will be the lucky dog, but I don't think he's a lap down, so I'm not sure about that.
Be up here in the front.
A couple drivers going to top off on fuel, maybe finish some repairs. But it will be Kenny Most in the lead. Let's see what other new graphics can we try out here tonight?
I noticed Kenny all night's been nice and solid. He slowly, methodically tried to make his way to the front. Just got caught up in little bits and pieces, but nothing too major. So hopefully he doesn't have too much damage or anything like that.
Talking about how many pit stops have happened. I'm looking through now. It looks like Barris has stopped 12 times. I think Seawright has stopped 15 times tonight.
Yeah, wow.
Another driver we haven't talked that much about. Up and down, but he's been moving forward on average the whole night.
Guaranteed he has the speed. He's just trying to hang out there. How many laps we got left?
I mean,
That
he's been involved in some contact, but I think on the whole, he might have the cleanest race of anyone. I believe he's still got his fast repair. He's just been taking care of it on pit road.
22 laps. It's going to be go time for a lot of these guys towards the back now.
So they should be coming back to the green here. There'll be 22 laps to go.
Damage, so you're gonna have to go around the curve.
And pace truck is off. It's Robert Weibel on the outside with Jess Childs pushing him. Kenny Most on the inside with Knox Thompson pushing him. Knox has his teammate Bo Smith just behind him. Jess has Marshall Taylor in the 78 behind her.
I don't know about you, but I hate getting too good a start here. Ahead of second place, or third place, if I'm Kenny Most. And he's timed it about perfect, actually.
Yeah, really stayed right on the bumper there of Knox Thompson.
Yeah.
Who, the two of them kind of pulled away from the 93. We'll see what Jess does here. I mean, she has an opening to get in that bottom lane if she wants it, but for now, she's going to stay up high. That's going to let Taylor down into that slot on the bottom, but here comes Barris and Dinda to give some help. Are they going to push or are they going to shoot to the outside? There goes Barris. As we're now 3 wide for the lead.
I was wondering whether we were going to be 4 wide there for a second.
Most holds on to the lead for now as the inside lane is still dominant, but there goes Thompson. He shoots to the middle ahead of Weibel. The field's starting to dwindle. There is a pack of some somewhat damaged or slower cars and trucks there behind them, and led by Hayes.
Unfortunately, Taylor's blinking out a bunch there. On that low line.
Oh, Weibel got tight with the push from Childs. Oh, able to stay out of Barris. Gets wiggly and holds on to it. Now we're 4 wide.
Wow.
Barris trying to decide if he wants to push Thompson or make a third lane. Going to tuck in behind for now. Here comes David Culleton up to 6th. Another driver that just you cannot keep out of the top 5 here at Talladega.
Yeah, and race control, unfortunately, has had to pull the 78 down.
78 has been blinking a good bit here at the last half of the race, especially.
Yeah,
that's the 78. There he goes right now, and
that's
checking with Dusty with how that played out. I think he asked him to park it, and he said no. He said,
"Yep." So
it's not
Dusty
your choice.
Just pulled him. Yep.
Well, Thompson now leading the inside lane. Dinda has made his way up to 2nd, pushing that 17 truck.
Yeah, Dinda looks like he's a pretty good pusher.
And you say that, well, we just saw him get his teammate sideways not too many laps ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was Dinda as much as Barros pulling coming down, but.
Woo. Judging by how some of the comms been going, there's going to be a few drivers setting out a few races.
Yep, that could be right. I heard what I thought you did the right thing there just a moment ago, by the way.
So now we got a 3-truck breakaway at the front there, single file. Thompson trying to get back to him. He's to the inside of Weibel. 19 laps to go at Talladega. Got about half the field out of this race. 16 drivers still on the lead lap.
Thompson hasn't quite got enough speed on that bottom line. That top line, when it all comes down to it, is a better line than that bottom line.
You'll see this big gap there at the top as well. Like LZ there, about 5th in line. It's almost like he can't keep up with those front 4 cars.
And the top line's isn't even together really well, and they're still able to drive away.
I think we mentioned a few laps ago there was a second pack of trucks that might have had some damage, been a little bit off pace. I think they caught this pack, and they are the back end of that outside line. They might not be able to get up and push like they'd like to. Looks like there's 2 trucks, maybe 3 trucks just not on pace. Sahadak and Zane Woods are back drafting by themselves. Well, the 2 of them drafting together by themselves, and then Matt Taylor is about a half lap behind them all by himself.
I think it's pretty interesting that you're not seeing Barras or Dinder drop down in front of Thompson. That gives you an idea as to how good that middle line is.
I think they figured out the same thing you did, Lee. The bottom is not where it's at right now.
Pinching it off too much there is scrubbing speed.
Give Thompson just a little bit of sniff of that air.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Such a hodgepodge of teams at this point.
Yeah,
Really,
if
it's
Wyvern-
almost anyone's game.
Yeah, if Wyvern goes high like that again, Thompson will take that line, that middle line, and Wyvern will be high. He needs to keep it down. Like, here it goes.
Meanwhile, Bo Smith trying to side draft the 28 to make that 3rd lane work. He's got no help though. He's going to tuck back in.
He's going to try to side draft Dinda.
Yeah.
And he's there.
This, but Dinder's got a good run off there. Oh, man, he might have lost.
Disconnected him.
Yeah.
This is
that chest at 200 miles an hour I was talking about.
It is. We've talked about it a couple times that Dinda and Thompson are the 2 drivers that have been battling for the points lead for this championship all year long. I'd be shocked if one of those 2 drivers does not win this championship. And they're racing like it right now. Every position matters.
Normally that's that side draft coming down from the middle lane, pushing on the bottom cars, but just then you saw it from the bottom lane pushing up against the cars higher, trying to get a side draft. You see it again here right now.
Nobody with their teammate to help them. If they do have a teammate in this pack, they're nowhere near each other.
Somebody took to the high line. I'm not exactly sure who it is.
I believe it's Bo Smith. He's been trying to make that work for about the last 10 laps. No one will go with him.
It's probably a good move. Yeah, it's probably a good move.
You don't got any help?
Yeah.
It's time he tucks back in line. Barris
Oh.
off the nose of Thompson. Can he save it? Almost back up in front of the field, and he rejoins the pack. Wow. I don't think he's going to hang on to the draft, though.
Comms will be interesting right now.
Barris, he's just off the back of the pack. I think he's going to lose the draft here and have to hang out for the next caution.
That's why we don't block, folks. Just run your line.
I think Most and Weibel got together as they both checked up for that, picking up 4X. I think it was David Culleton saying, "Nice save."
That was a pretty good save. I thought he was going to the inside wall.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
So now it's Robert Weibel up front. Bo Smith.
Robbie, go!
And Smith has not been afraid to get up near the wall and try to make that 3rd lane work. His teammate, though, leaves him out to dry, stays in the middle. That's Thompson.
So Thompson's in that middle groove now. See if he can do something there this time. Or does he have some damage from that those incidents earlier that's holding him back a little bit?
I'm not sure at this point. I think you're just racing with what you got.
Oh, definitely.
Robert Weibel holding on to the lead now.
Jessica's
gonna
gone.
go to the outside line. Here we go.
Yeah, great move. That's a veteran
Let him
move
take
right
it, Robert.
there.
There she
Yeah, let him take it,
goes.
Robert. Yeah, okay.
Jess Childs to the lead in that middle/outside line.
I can see a bad block coming.
And now she drops to the bottom ahead of Robert Weibel in the 53. Thompson now with his teammate Smith.
With 10 laps to go, this could be anybody's, but Thompson just hitting the lead there now.
And we were just talking about how nobody had their teammates. Well, look now, Thompson and Smith are teammates at STR. They just got broken up, but they're on the outside line behind them. Ryan Elzey and David Culleton are both racing for JWR, and they have hooked up.
Ryan's been peeking up there all day. He needs to. Oh,
Now David to the
I gotta
outside.
stop bringing him up.
No one going with him. Now he gets hung out to dry. You've also got Johnny Jones and Robert Weibel. They're teammates at fifth gear. They're side by side. They need to get back to front and go to the front.
Them being three wide like that's gonna do nothing but slow everybody down and let that front little pack of three cars just get away from them.
Sometimes what can happen there with David Colleton is you don't mean to go up in that lane, but it gets so loose you have to chase it up to the next lane.
I'm a little bit confused by these teammates, guys. We know that Smith and Thompson are teammates. There's still plenty of laps to go, and it just seems like when one of them makes a move, the other one doesn't go with them. As the field's about to catch the 58 of Matt Taylor, he's going to stick to the outside.
Just with our picks tonight, I see your pick is doing really well there in third. And my pick has come back. He's in fifth position right now. Oh,
Most down on the
That
apron.
block forced him down there.
yeah.
This guy's got to be more careful.
Oh,
Oh, and somebody's wrecking there in the back as Most goes up and into the fence.
somebody got Dinder sideways, and then Dinder got into Most.
It looks like Hayes kind of tapped him a bit.
Yeah.
Let's back it up
I could be wrong though.
a little bit. See what we can see here. This is a lap ago. Got Doremus and Dinda working together there on the bottom. Those are teammates. Again, they're the same two teammates that got sideways and caused a wreck about 20 laps ago. I mean, Most is up ahead of them. We saw that. It was where Most went down on the apron for a second. Here they come. Ooh. This is going to be like a domino effect, guys. I think it's Doremus that maybe tags Hayes. No, Hayes comes up on his
Remus
own.
didn't even touch him. Yeah.
Who comes up. He's right on the yellow line, comes up as they're three wide, tags Dinda, takes out Jones, Most, and Doremus. So 12th caution of the night. Have about 7 laps remaining when we go back green. Knox Thompson is the leader as they come down pit road. 24 green flag lead changes, which is pretty great. And that's Talladega, but just a lot of fun here amidst the chaos. See,
There's been chaos on the pits all night tonight as well, you know. Wide open pits, but it's just been chaotic. Somebody getting their lap back. Is that Taylor?
it's like the 58. Yeah, he should have been. He just went a lap down, so he should have been the lucky dog. He wasn't caught up in any of that contact.
I would have got tires then for all these guys.
All right, let's restack them one more time. Knox Thompson is your leader. Every car or truck on the track came down pit road that time.
Can you have a look at the pit tracker and see who took tires and who didn't?
So, looks like everybody in the top 10 went fuel only. David Culleton, Kenny Most took 4, and then behind them, I think everybody's got damage. Or Matt Taylor, he's coming down right now as a lucky dog.
I would have definitely been taking tires if I had them.
Well, they might not. We talked about how many times everyone's
They
pitted.
probably had too many pit
I'm
stops.
going to pull that up again. This is the number of pit stops. So the drivers only had 4 sets of tires. Thompson has stopped 12 times. Chapman 14. Seawright 16. So yeah, I think they're out of tires. All right. It's all come down to this.
7 laps. Like it's going to be 6 laps.
Give me an EOL.
I see Hayes requesting an EOL.
He's requested that the last couple restarts. I think he's had damage.
Yeah.
Give around or something there. "15 drivers on the lead lap.
Thompson and Smith on the front row.
I mean, we've had, I count this up, 5, 10. We've had 15 different leaders, Lee. That's pretty wild. I can't remember ever seeing this chart that big. Max Dinda's led the most with 21. Knox Thompson second with 11. Carson Freeman led 9. Dylan Barris 8. Jess was 7. Bo Smith was 7. Culleton was 7. So just a lot of people got up there and led, and when they did, it wasn't for one lap. It wasn't really a flash in the pan. Able to hold on to it. Right now,
Let's
biggest
see,
gainer is Ryan Elsie, up 19 positions from where he started to be in the top 5.
Seawright's right next to him.
Yeah.
I see that our picks are on the second row.
All right. We're having a pretty good race here.
We're not having a bad race.
I am. My pick's gone.
I will tell you, so side note, but talking about picks, my brother-in-law always
Elsie,
likes to do a fantasy league for the family, but most of my wife's family doesn't care about football. I'm trying to convince him to do a new kind of fantasy football where you draft the first name. So, for example, you could draft the name Chris, and you get all the points from all the Chris's. Anyway, we'll come back to that later. We got the pace truck back on pit road. Knox Thompson going to lead us back to green. It will be 6 to go. And they cross the line. His teammate, Bo Smith, is on his inside. Then the booth picks for the night, Jess Childs and Coleman Chapman in row 2. Thompson with a pretty good jump. He's going to leave Chapman behind. Have plenty of opportunity to come down in front of his teammate.
Yeah.
They'll be together, but they'll be on the bottom. We really have seen that middle lane be the one with all the speed. Big run
Chapman
coming on the
has
outside.
the run. 3 wide. Oh, Jessica just tucks in behind Smith.
Oh, my Lord. Bo Smith has to check up for his teammate Knox Thompson. That leaves Chapman out in the lead just off of Dinda.
Interesting to see. These two guys look like they've found each other.
There is a third lane trying to form here at the back, maybe at a fourth.
They're 4 wide.
That's Doremus and Barris.
Oh, somebody's around. It's a dark car.
13th
I think
caution.
that's C right.
Wow, did you see Zane Woods come across there? He was sideways at about 200 miles an hour and just kind of, those tires just stuck right in, and he avoided getting into, I think it was Sahadak. This is the we didn't get any alert for this one.
Oh, wow.
That was the last caution.
All right.
Let's see
I
what.
was going to say, I didn't
Dig
see
up.
that.
Zane Wood. I mean, it was the same battle we were watching, and they got 4 wide. Here is Barris gets a run on the outside, and Doremus, I think, comes down and to help the inside lane. I think that's Jones slides up, and then Bulletin gets a push. Well, not a push, but CZ has help from behind, and then he gets into Jones, trying to make it
Take a
4
look from the
wide.
top down.
Yeah, I think it was actually C right.
Oh, is
Yep.
that
I
C
think
right?
that's C right. Yeah, I think it's
He just
15.
he wandered down the track just enough.
Ooh, tough one.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Like the 50's holding his line. That's tough. You know, the air has got to be whipping around there 4 wide here. And they're also kind of catching the dirty air off the pack in front of them. Yeah, it looks like you're right. This truck, that's the 15, comes down on the nose of the 50. All right, this is going to wind the laps down. If this might be not a real green-white checker, but it'll be a 2-lap race. Naturally.
It'll be interesting which line Chapman picks here. The top or the bottom. Do you want to be in front of Thompson or do you want to be in front of Elsie?
Most drivers not pitting this time around. Top 10 all stay on track.
I know which driver I'd want to be in front of.
Which one?
I'm leaving it ambiguous so nobody knows.
I mean, take your pick. I mean, we've just seen so many drivers lead multiple laps.
I mean, I'm sitting here thinking, well, I'd probably pick Thompson, but then Thompson's going to fight me for the win, so maybe I'll pick Elsie where he might push me to the win. How about you, Shane? Which one are you picking?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like every driver that's been a good pusher has also been a little reckless. And I don't trust
been a couple.
anyone to push me to the lead at this point in the race. So I don't know.
He's getting ready for Thursday. He's not trusting anybody tonight.
I
Get ready for
I
that.
want the whole field pushing me. That's the only way to win, right?
Well, I think I'd pick the top lane because the top lane then gives me the middle lane. So
Yeah, I don't, it just looks,
think
it's so easy to shoot out to the third lane. At least on the bottom, you can use the yellow line as kind of like an out of bounds. Right? No one can cut to your inside.
Chapman's
Yeah, I
picking the
don't know.
top.
See how it works out. It's your driver pick, your lane pick.
So
think you got
who's? I think that's LD will be his pusher. He might get a good enough start to clear Max anyway. On the inside. Okay, with 2 laps to go here, and a green-white checker coming up, My pick looks pretty good. Yours is back in 6th at the moment. That could all change by this last lap. Okay, lights off in the pace car.
So again, this is going to be a 2-lap shootout, but not a green. Well, actually, now I'm looking at it. This will be a green-white checker, guys. So this is the only shot we've got at this. We are going to be 1 lap over the 100-lap target for the race.
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Okay, coming to... I think we're coming to the green. Yep. Pace truck pulls off. Top lane looks like it's formed up really nice.
Here we go.
Starting area, and we're off.
Chapman with a pretty decent start. He's not out too far. He's going to have to block both lanes. He jumps to the bottom already ahead of Max Dinda. There goes Thompson to the bottom. Oh, the front 3 are side drafting so hard.
Oh my gosh, that was so close.
Dinda now giving a push
If
to
I
Chapman.
was Chapman, I'd be, oh, he's not going to be able to push down there.
Here comes Kenny Most on the outside. He's got David
Kenny
Culleton
to
pushing
the top.
him. But it's just the two
Thompson
of them.
to the lead. This is the final lap. Chapman around the outside. Chapman to the lead off the nose of Max.
Well, it will be the final lap after we get back to the start-finish line. We still got one more
Sorry.
to go.
My bad.
I knew what you meant. Oh, there goes Weibel down through the grass. Chapman gets turned. Will the caution come out? It doesn't matter. Race is over. Chapman gets spun out of the lead. Knox Thompson
Wow.
is going to win this. We're going to have to go back and see that one again. The wreck started about mid-pack, right as they were coming through the tri-oval. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Dinda, Thompson, Childs, your podium. Now everybody having the fight afterward. Yeah, so it looks like Weibel maybe drifted up. Doremus got underneath of him, and then that starts a wreck. And then at the same time, Chapman and Dinda get together at the front. Looks like Chapman drifts up
That
from
was
this
so
angle
close.
anyway. Then Chapman's going to collect Barris and LZ. That's going. Then as they come all the way through the tri-oval, Childs shoots to the outside. No, that's in turn 1. I'm trying to figure out how Bo Smith didn't get third. In the timing, right there, I've got Dinda, Thompson, Smith, Childs in 4th.
Interesting.
Way. Now on my other, it's jumping back and forth. On one timing screen, I've got Bo Smith third. On the other, I've got Jess Childs in second. I'm not really sure.
I have the same.
What's
Actually,
going
the
on?
official the official results I have is Dinda, Childs, and Thompson. And when I say official, I mean straight out of iRacing.
Yeah, let's check. I think this. Let's see if we. Dinda, Childs, Thompson. That's what you got.
I do.
Not sure.
I have exactly the same time gaps as well.
That's what I got for P1, 2, and 3 for mine as well.
That is strange because
How can we do that when visually you can see that Thompson was ahead of Childs?
I wonder if it's the moment the caution comes out, not how they cross the line.
Yeah,
Let's see
good
if we
point.
can get back in time here. There goes the crash. We get.
Lights are green the whole way around.
Is there any point where Childs is ahead of Smith? I think that's the. Childs second. Wondering.
I do not know.
Yeah, that's a.
I mean, you could go on board with Jessica, and if Thompson is in front of him in front of her the whole entire time, it's pretty cut and dry.
Well, now I'm wondering. So that was coming to the one to go, but the caution came out, right? I thought for sure.
No, the lights were green the whole way around. I just watched.
It's so weird. I could have sworn we got a caution. So we actually missed the end of the race then. This was the end of the race a whole lap later. Even with teammate help, Thompson is going to come home third.
Well, that's an amazing job by Jessica.
Oh,
Damn.
actually, they turned each other right at the line.
Wow. Yeah.
I think Bo give a little bit of a tap accidentally. That's
Yeah.
what got him out of sorts.
Yeah, just off center. Yeah.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. It's Max Dinda. Gonna win this one.
And your pick comes home second.
Yeah,
Awesome job.
Childs second, Thompson third. What an especially wild ending there. And apologies to the YouTube. Just completely missed the finish there. I could have sworn I saw a caution was out and the race was over. But it must have been the white flag. And then we're staring at timing screens being like, how come Jess is in second? Well, it's because she just drove up there and took it away. All right. Well, we got a couple people to interview. Let's start with third place, Knox Thompson. Hey, Knox, driver of the 39 truck, bringing it home third tonight. You got a copy, brother?
I do.
I mean, wild race, even wilder finish there. On the broadcast, we actually got lost and thought the caution came out and it was over. And then we just went back and watched the replay of that final lap. Looked like maybe some contact between you and your teammate. I mean, just walk us through your night, but especially walk us through that ending.
Well, side draft was crazy. If you got on the inside, there was just no going anywhere ever. Just you had to get a run, and with the way Dendo was holding people down, it was just like impossible to pass. But good win to him. Feel bad for Chapman. He was working with them just to get turned, but it was a good race, and just Dendo's getting more of a points lead, so hopefully I can pull that down next week.
Yeah, where are we off to next week? I'm not sure where we're off to next week, but this
To
week,
win.
oh yeah, right. I'm sure you'll be good there, man. So this week you had your teammates there. To be quite honest, you and your teammates seemed to be blistering quick through this, but just got caught up in some stuff there. Did you use your fast repair early or late, or tell us about how you came back from some of those some of that damage?
I'd just like to thank my teammates, and fast repair had to be used in that one wreck. I don't remember when it was. I think it was like halfway through. Then
Yeah.
I got in a little incident with, I don't remember who it was. I think it was four wide. I feel bad for that. I should have checked up more. I just thought I was going to be able to make it through, and I wasn't. And like to thank all my teammates and temporary teammate Carson Freeman. He came on board with us for this one race, and like to thank Bo Smith, Keegan Shelton. Feel bad for him. His race got ended uh, earlier than he wanted, and I would just like to thank everybody at home watching. My mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, everybody at home. And I'd like to thank all of the GEC crew.
Yeah. Hey, man. Great job. We look forward to seeing you next week and see you get up there in points a little bit further, you know.
Yep, hopefully.
Yeah. Good job, man.
Thank you.
That was Knox Thompson, driver of the 39 truck, came in fourth in points. Let's actually check it here before we talk to our next driver. Knox Thompson going to be second in points behind Max Dinda coming out of Talladega. Next up, we're going to chat with the driver of the number 28 truck, Jess Childs. Jess, you got a copy?
I do.
All right. You were my pick up in the booth, and I think this was the best finish for a booth pick all season long. So thank you for that. I mean, it just seemed like we couldn't keep you out of the top 5, even with all the wrecks and cautions going on tonight. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, I pretty much got caught up in everything. I saved my fast repair till about lap 70, I think it was. Just kind of
Wow.
went in, got my repairs, and got back out there. Um, I worked with Barrow for a little bit until he got wrecked, and then that last lap, Thompson was side drafted me pretty good, but I just kept getting closer to him and just worked my way up there.
Hey, Jessica, you've been around these trucks for a while. Numerous wins in the trucks here. Tell us what's changed about this truck. They seem to be pretty loose out there today, and they seem to be. If you got too close, there was a chance that you would get turned. Has something changed in these trucks?
That I'm not sure. I was in the middle a couple times and got pretty loose. Saved it, got wrecked a couple times. I know if you're in that middle lane and you get side draft on the bottom and the high line, you're going to get pulled back pretty good. So I just tried to stay on the bottom and the top. But yeah, they're a little bit looser than they used to be for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Look, Jessica, always love seeing you here. So great job tonight. Who do you want to thank for your effort here tonight?
Thanks, Karen. I just want to thank my family and friends for watching. Um, and thanks to you guys for broadcasting and also to GEC for putting this on. You guys are great. And just want to remind Jamie Griffin that I am a girl out there and not a guy. So that's all I got.
I think
I'm sure he'll appreciate that.
I think
One of
I'll
these
give
seasons
us.
that'll click in for you.
I'll give the broadcast team about a B+ on remembering that. During we sure that we missed it a couple times, but we also made a point to make it plenty as well.
Yeah, it's been 9 seasons, so he'll get it right maybe on season 10.
Give him one
Thanks,
more
guys.
season to get it right. Yeah.
Yep.
Great job, Jessica.
Thank you.
That was Jess Childs, driver of the 28 truck, the most experienced, one of the most experienced Talladega drivers. You see, the one with the most wins comes up one spot short here tonight. So next up, it is the winner of the race, our points leader, Max Dinda, driver of the 48 truck for GTCR Motorsports. Max, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
I mean, what a wild race. I think everyone out there pitted at least 10 times, some people almost 20. How do you go about rationing your fast repair, your tires, etc., through all this chaos and then come out back at the front at the end of this one? Walk us through your race.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually just come down to top off because it's a limited fuel tank with the custom settings you guys have, so you get like 20 laps per tank, so it's really not a lot. So whenever you use of a decent amount, you just come and top off. Usually take no tires, but if you're in a wreck, you'd take them. I was fortunate enough to not have to use my fast repair, so I was just had that in safe storage if I needed it.
Wow, you didn't use your fast repair. That's amazing. Hey, Max, really enjoyed seeing you come home with the win here tonight. Surprised that you didn't use your fast repair or didn't have to use it all night. Did you have any tires left at all, or did you just choose not to take them at the end?
I think I had one set left. You don't
Did you?
need to
Right?
take them. I
Yep.
mean, I got in a wreck. I took them, then I took them there in like 30 to go maybe. So yeah,
Yeah, awesome.
you don't need them daily.
Really awesome job. I know there was a few of your teammates that supported you coming through here, coming through the pack there a few times. Tell me what it was like coming through the pack.
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, you want to take it 3 wide, but also
Yeah.
some of these guys don't race these a lot. Like I race
Yep.
these a lot, so I know what moves can work and what won't. But a lot of these guys, you just got to be careful around. And I mean, it costs a few wrecks taking it 3, but I mean, it's just the risk you have to take if you want to get up to the front sometimes. So
Yeah. How
yeah.
was it coming out of 2 onto the straight? Was it changing when you're in the middle lane? Was it moving up to that third lane like it does sometimes?
Yeah, in all of our racing, especially these cars, if you get on somebody's right rear quarter panel, they're going backwards. So you would see me the whole race just trying to stay as tight as possible, and just keep it tight. That just because the spoilers are so big that it just drags them backwards, and that's why Knox lost the race. He went bottom, so I didn't even need a push because Jessica was just side drafting him the whole time. So
Yeah, that middle lane was pretty awesome all night here, actually. Yeah. Hey, man, who do you want to thank for your great effort here tonight?
yeah, all of GTCR, all my teammates that helped me out, TJ Bar and Grill, TDO Designs, all of partners that make this possible. Shout out to Chapman there at the end. He was helping me a lot. Sucks that he got turned at the end there, but I was willing to push him to the win if I had to. So
Yeah. Yeah, well, great win. What do you feel about where are we next week?
the Glen.
Yeah, how do you feel about there?
I'm confident, but it's still a mystery. Didn't race Sonoma, so I don't really know how these guys stack up on road courses yet. But I think I should be top 5, hopefully. If I can win, even better. Yeah, we'll just try to maximize points. I should have a little bit of a cushion right now, but that can disappear in one race. So you got to just stay consistent and be up front.
Yeah, great effort here tonight. I'm going to hand you back to Shane to wrap up with you here tonight.
Yeah, I'm doing some quick math here. If unless there's any disqualifications or anything weird, you should have a 16-point gap over Knox in second and Dakota third. Well, yeah, Dakota will be another 3 points back, so 18. So you've got a decent cushion. I think Sahedak's going to be tied with Doremus as well. So everyone's still within reach, but you've got a little bit more comfort coming out of Talladega. I mean, congratulations on the win. That was a few more cautions than we would have wanted, but it was great racing the whole time. So congratulations again, and we'll see you out there next week at the Glen.
Thank you.
Yeah, great job, bud.
We have a few other people looking for an interview. We'll do some quick ones. There's a couple. Yeah, well, let's see. How about the driver of the 17, Dylan Barris? Dylan, you got a copy?
Yeah.
All right. And we were having a blast watching you out there. And then you had some sort of issue. Maybe you can tell us if it was hardware or whatever. You go through.
Yeah, my computer shut off.
You go 3 laps down. You come back out. You immediately get your technical wave arounds. You catch a lucky dog, and you're right back in it again until getting spun there close to the end. I mean, just walk us through. It was chaos for everybody, but
Man,
we were having a blast watching that 17 truck.
it was just ups and downs. Like my computer shut off, and I missed the start of the race, and yeah, I was just having a lot of technical problems, but just kept getting back up there. Max Dindo was helping me out, and yeah, I had some good runs up to the front.
Yeah, so we saw you in the waiting room. Wanted to take a quick chat with you. Anybody else you want to thank for your run here tonight? Like I said, we've been having a blast watching that 17 truck all season.
Thank H&R Motorsports, GTCR Motorsports, Taylor Factory Racing, Alpine Industries. About all.
Well, like I said, we've been having a blast watching you race. You, how you feeling about the road course next week?
Not very good, but I'm gonna get a good week of practice in and hopefully have a good run.
All right. Well, good luck out there. We'll see you next Tuesday
you.
night.
Yep.
See you then.
See you then.
We'll get one more in here. How about team owner for GTCR, Garrett Caswell? I know he's been hankering to get a chat with us after some of these truck races. Garrett, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. I saw you in the waiting room. I know you're real proud of your drivers out there. So, walk us through what it's like. I assume you're out there, you're doing some spotting, you're doing some pit strategy on the pit box. How are you helping guys like Dinda and Doremus get through this truck series this season?
On the super speedway stuff, I really don't have to do much. We come from super speedway racing. That's where this team started, and these guys are just going above and beyond when it comes to expectations, and I just couldn't be more proud. Max is being a good leader when it comes to helping out all these guys, just making sure they know what they're doing and they're on pace. Dakota's doing a great job of just learning. He's coming in new to this and is just doing a fantastic job. And just all the guys, Cody, Dylan, who we're getting in officially next season. He was helping us out a ton tonight. He just got a tough break. We can't wait to develop him and see where we can take him. But I just can't wait to see GTCR Motorsports on another GEC trophy.
Yeah, what a great effort pulling this team together. I know you've been racing the Cup Series for a while. It's great to see you putting your own team together here and pulling these young guys together. What are your plans for them for next year?
I don't know yet. I've just been having a blast just leading these guys into the truck races and just watching them. But it's definitely getting about that time to settle down and take a step back and look at the future, which obviously we're trying to get Max in there. We need as much help as we can for Cup Series. Ray and me have been doing a pretty good job in the Cup Series by ourselves, but just I could always use an extra hand, and this Thursday we'll definitely need some with Talladega. But
yeah, I think there's a few guys saying that. Well, whatever happens next year, I hope you continue to run your truck team because it's a really good stomping ground, especially for these younger guys to learn from some of the Cup guys on what it takes to get to that next stage.
Yeah, man, like I said, it's just been an awesome opportunity. Every time we've been in the truck series, we've won a championship. Even though that's only 2 times, I still like to throw that in there. Nick Seipel and me, when we ran, sweet regular season and the championship. And then now with just all these great guys, especially Max just coming out, showing out, and just doing a great job. And I really can't just give these guys enough praise. They're just great. It's just such a blessing to have such a great team. We've put a lot of work building it and whatnot, and that's all thanks to Justin and all the other guys on the leadership team, just doing an absolute phenomenal job, just going above and beyond.
Yeah, awesome job, man.
I appreciate you.
Sir, that's Garrett Caswell, team owner of GTCR Racing here in the Truck Series, also one of our drivers on Thursday night Cup Series. If you like what you saw tonight, tune in Thursday night for the GEC MPC Cup Series, where me, Lee, Dusty, and Garrett Will are all going to be out there on the track racing at Talladega, just like these trucks did tonight. So we want to thank everybody out in the YouTube land for watching. We want to thank our sponsors, Collateral Damage Sports Network, 42 Designs, and Laughing Llama Wraps. We'll see you out here next Tuesday night at Watkins Glen for some road racing as we hit the 3rd race in our playoffs.
Woohoo.
I'm looking forward to
That'll be exciting. It'll be some exciting racing from the Glen.
For sure. We at least won't have any cautions, or unless something really bad goes down.
Especially long cautions like they were tonight. So
anyway, thanks Lee for joining us up in the booth as always, and everybody watching out in YouTube. We'll see you out there next
The Collateral Damage Sports Network overlays can take your broadcast to the next level. Whether you want to kick off the show with our all-new infographics or wrap it up with our race results 2.0 with podium and superlatives. In the race, dive in to see who got on and off pit road the fastest, and then use our head-to-head plug-in package to know exactly when your driver will catch the leader. For your onboard cameras, you've got to have the tower telemetry. Then for the rest of your broadcast, keep up with all the action with alerts for penalties, off tracks, and other events, stage break grids, alternative leaderboards, special event plugins like the Indy 500 qualifying, and more to keep your audience plugged into your stream, whether it's rolling grids and podiums, performance breakdowns by car, club, class, and team, or even pulling your Sim Racer Hub standings automatically. Join these elite broadcast partners and find your next broadcast upgrade at collateraldamagesportsnetwork.com.
Sun's going down and the rig is on. iRacers is where I belong. Discord's lit and the drivers are here. This is GEC